Issue 2 of Power Rangers Prime is here, and let's talk about it. Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel, and issue 2 of Power Rangers Prime released early this morning. Already read it. And, okay. So, a lot of people said I was very, very critical of issue 1, that I was giving it not enough of a chance. It was supposed to be more of a setup comic, and I was being unnecessarily negative on it. So, I was like, okay, let's reset. I'm going to come into issue 2, and I'm going to try to be more open-minded, and I'm going to try to enjoy it more. And I enjoyed it a little bit. Actually, I was disappointed. So I was disappointed by the comic because, like I said, I wanted to come in. I wanted to try to be more positive about it. But like, you know, I'm reading it and there's things that I like there, and we will talk about it coming up here soon. But there's more things that I don't like. And there, like I said, like it would benefit me to make overly positive review about a Power Rangers item on a channel where we talk a lot about Power Rangers, but I mean, I have problems with it. I'm not gonna lie. And so I rather just give you my honest and full opinion of the comic, and then you can read it and judge it for yourselves. What I will say is that the covers that they have been putting out, like the variant covers, have been amazing. So that is really, really good in itself. So doing a quick overview of the comic, we start off with Rita Repulsa. She has landed on planet Earth. She's looking around. So we thought that this was the Rita from the last comic book series, because she like did some like transformation, like had a white dress and all this stuff. And I don't know if this is the same Rita, because she's making comments like, it's been a millennia since I've been free. Oh, this is Earth. Never been here before. So I don't know if this is the same one, just like her memory has been changed, or I don't know, but maybe we'll get some clarification on that in the future. So we do see her confront the Altarian soldier force, or whatever you want to call them. Good thing that I liked here is we got a new version of Bulk. He's a soldier. He looks fit. So definitely a good updated version of Bulk. I liked him. It wasn't so much like doofus or kind of dim-witted here. He seemed like to be like a competent soldier. Did like that. Rita has like this little staff. I'm wondering, like, you know, she became big again, but the staff did not. Seems like a little like wand, so maybe the staff is now a wand. Thought it was cute. Rita finds the samurai morpher that was destroyed in the first issue. Something may come of that, but you know, she takes on the Altarian forces. Now, I love everything with Rita in it. I'm loving. Like, I love the art. I love the way that they're taking Rita and kind of changing it a little bit. I love the new look. Everything about Rita, I absolutely love. So here she grows a monster from the morpher. It honestly, it kind of looks like Goldar from the 2017 movie. You know, that big gold blob sort of thing. Really looks like that, actually. So I thought that was like, I wonder if they're kind of doing a homage, or there's probably a homage to a random villain that I can't think of or remember, because there's been like millions and millions of villains in Power Rangers. So, but yes, she has the monster going up against them. She's fighting them herself. We're having issues with it. But one thing here was like the monster tried to eventually attack her, and Bulk warns her and kind of saves her, and she's able to, like, you know, take care of the monster. Then we get back to, and I think this is where I'm not connecting with this comic at all. So anything with like the younger cast, like the new ones, you know, the Altarian kind of like bougie boy, that's his mom is like a general or something. Like some of the refugees. I don't think any of these panels that I'm really enjoying much on them. I like the idea of Lauren being the Red Ranger. I like the idea of her being hunted, but she's just kind of been like hanging out, hiding right at the moment. That's the thing, she's hiding right now. Orion's helping her. I do like this little bit of a new take on Orion. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like a more silly Jason. So maybe, you know, they're kind of changing the characterization. But as far as any of the new characters, I don't know. I don't know. Like, obviously, it's very clear that this is going to be our new Power Rangers team with Orion, Lauren, I think it's June, Valentina, and then one other guy. So I think we're getting like real big vibes that like that's going to be our team of the future, what's going on here. But the biggest part, I think my biggest problem with the book so far is that we haven't really seen like Power Rangers. Like everybody says like Lauren's a Power Ranger and we gotta like hide her because Altarians don't like Power Rangers. But other than that, like we haven't seen much of it. We've seen more of the VR Troopers, which is cool. But then again, I'd rather just have a solo VR Trooper comic book and we can do that there. This is a Power Rangers comic book and we're not doing anything with Power Rangers. Haven't seen any sort of power. Really, the only thing we saw was in issue 1 where they were talking about like Power Rangers of the past and they show like, the samurai teams of old, and that was it. And so we've had 2 issues of Power Ranger comic books and no Power Rangers. So I mean, take that as you will. They're all arguing about hiding Lauren, which is apparently an issue, because Altarians don't like Power Rangers. Go figure. Kind of wondering, like, where's Zordon in all this? Hopefully, that'd be a good reveal coming on. Rita seems like more of like an anti-hero here, but she's very clear, like, I would do a better job at ruling Earth than these Altarian forces. So, like, not really at the same time. I'm kind of digging it. I'm getting real vibes that she's going to be, like, our Zordon figure going forward. We've had solicitations of, like, her and Lauren kind of seeming like they're teaming up, like, in covers. But they could just be covers and pieces of art. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that. Again, like, this is obviously, like, a setup comic book. We do get the VR Troopers at the end. They're talking about like they should probably go address this Rita issue. Somebody from the moon is here. Ryan is talking to, I think it's JB. Well, I guess the other 2 VR Troopers, we don't know if they're the same ones. Is it JB? Oh man, I can't remember the VR Trooper names. But he's talking to the 2 other VR Troopers and they're like, should we go handle this Rita thing? And he says, nah, we got other issues. We're going to go get ourselves some Power Rangers. And they show like a little bit of a morph. The interesting thing about this is I just read recently, and I think I read it from Morphin Museum, that the original plan for VR Troopers was that their consciousness would be like changed into these robots that are the VR Troopers, like androids, that they wouldn't actually, like, their body, they wouldn't be wearing a costume of any sort, they were going, like, putting, like, almost like Avatar, like putting their consciousness into another body, but it was like an android body. So that's why we never saw VR Troopers helmetless. Here, we're seeing VR Troopers helmetless, so this is very much like, we're seeing them suit up. So it's a little bit of a change. I don't know. Obviously, we never saw helmetless VR Troopers back in the series, so this is the first time we're sort of seeing that. Pretty cool. But at the same time, I do like the idea of, like, kind of an avatar, like them transferring their consciousness into another body and that being the powered up body. I thought that was a good idea when I read it. Obviously, they're not going with that here, but yeah, so we see the VR Troopers, we see a little bit of morph, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's it for this comic. Not a lot happened. Like, not a lot. And anything the good that did happen was with Rita. And it was few and far between. Like I said, everything they're doing with Rita, I absolutely love. Everything else right now is it's a tough read. It's a tough read when was not Rita in this issue. And again, like I said, like I could be like so like blindly positive and just talk about this and just like, oh my God, this was amazing. This was amazing. And obviously that would benefit me so much more than making a critical review. But I mean, I just, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy the comic book? Are you even reading this? Or are you kind of just like listening to reviews on YouTube? So let me know in the comments. Remember, like, subscribe. See y'all next time.